Guys, what's going on? An exciting trade coming your way. ISRG reporting earnings tonight after hours, January 21st, 2021. And we got some overwhelming evidence that this thing could drop like a rock. Now, we're going to specify exactly what we see on the charts that causing us to believe why the move could come. And we're even going to tell you exactly by how much the move can happen. So here it is. Quick review of the earnings history. One notable thing to consider going to this earnings report is last quarter, it already had a disappointing sales number. Now, once in a blue moon, a good stock like this, Wall Street can forgive. But can it forgive it twice, back to back, on two bad quarters? And the answer is no. We believe the numbers are not going to be good. Now, they could still exceed the analyst expectations, but as I'm about to reveal to you, it does not necessarily lead, beating earnings in the stock does not necessarily lead to appreciation of the price in the following couple of days. With rare instances, it does. Now, let's focus on the daily chart of ISRG right here, guys. We've got multi-top format. Guys, this is as bearish as it gets. On one end, you can glance at the chart and say, oh, Leo, look at this, man. It's not breaking the blue line. It's maintaining the trend. Everything's wonderful, beautiful. It's going to pop. And it can pop, but if it does pop tomorrow morning, it represents a phenomenal shorting opportunity. This could be the best trade of the week right here, guys. So if it pops, especially on low volume, this is the opportunity to come in and buy some puts, guys, for a quick, sharp sell-off and a break lower in the stock. Now, the high probability actually is the stock is just going to gap down, so we don't really suggest put in a huge position ahead of the earnings report, but this is one of those blue moon type of exceptions that could be made where you can actually own a few contracts going into the earnings announcement right here with expectation of a gap down. Now, as you can see, all these red candles right here, guys, that's not bullish by no means. And every time the stock is stopping, as you can see, it's got a strong consistency of actually making some sell-offs, and not just a one-day type sell-off, but they're pretty consistent, right? 1, 2, 3 days sell-off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the overwhelming evidence is going into the earnings report. Institutional investors are concerned. They're like, whoa, what if it is going to report another bad quarter? We'd rather get the hell out right now before the earnings report hit. You got bearish MACD. You've got solid downtrend on RSI throughout this daily chart, guys, and people are getting out. The cool thing, this is one of the cases of a very strong divergence where you can clearly see, based on the accumulation distribution, that they have been selling the hell out of it, because compared to this price right here at 760, where the accumulation was at the top right here, now we're half of the accumulation. So as the stock has been proceeding higher, and to a price level about 800, 820, they have actually been selling it. But the price has not adjusted. It has not dropped off the cliff yet. And this could be a scenario, a catalyst, where it's actually going to do that. So ISRG weekly chart, guys, we think, considering the confirmation on both charts, right? You got bearish MACD right here. You've got a bearish MACD right here. It's about to make a death cross. When you have the confirmation of MACD like this, guys, it signifies a larger size move lower. You know, we focus trading weekly options here at 13MARKETmoves.com, but if you did want to put a longer time frame trade, long term, like in the next 30 to 60 days, it wouldn't be shocking to see the stock below $700 and potentially getting pretty close to this blue line of about 650, 660 level. That's about a $140 move. Now, the cool part is that wild part of the move could actually materialize over the course of the next 3 days, a larger part of that move, meaning our first target for tomorrow on ISRG The next 24 to 48 hours would be 758. Second target would be 743. Guys, the stock as I'm recording this trade at 799 exact. So we're looking for a sizable drop between, about 45 to 60 bucks here. So plenty of room considering where the options are priced. You could be targeting returns of anywhere between, 400 to 700% here. Now, if you're not sure how to calculate the stuff and how we're doing the percentage, make sure you click the link below. Get a few pieces of the puzzle that you're probably missing as far as making these calculations a lot more precise for yourself. Now, ISRG earnings daily chart, guys, you can see, okay, as you can see here, it's no surprise for ISRG to beat the earnings, but it does not necessarily result in a move higher in the stock. So as a matter of fact, if we take a look at some of the quarters, this is pretty much an exception right here. Now, the exception typically tend to happen in ISRG during July month, so it drops a little bit, then it pops for 2 days in a row, followed by basically a sideways trend. Nothing interesting there, but if you take a look at April 16th, right, it pops in the morning and then sharp sell-off. Now, notice this size of the move right here from 528 all the way to 488. Damn it, that's a good size move. I mean, that's a $40 move. Now, the stock, I mean, it hasn't doubled since then, but considering it's at 800 bucks, if we use the same percentage basis, I mean, this could be, $65, $70 move in this case if we use the same percentage basis. ISRG January 21st. January tends to be the weakest month for the ISRG stock. Notice January 23rd, 2020. So last year, this is what we've got, and we're likely to repeat that. Now, notice gap down, and it finishes close to the lows of the day, and now the gap down following, over the weekend. So this is sort of the scenario that has the highest probability of happening right now. Now, January 24th daily chart, guys, as you can see, it's a pretty solid continuation type move over a number of days, or like 4 days. ISRG January 25th, you could see that in 2018, it's a similar type of setup. It pops, it drops, it drops. So pretty much if you analyze all of these Januaries, guys, with the exception of these 2017 right here, it gave a very, very strong guidance, and that's when it basically maintained the level without dropping. Now, as far as the technical analysis, guys, there's a whole lot of bearish things down here. I reviewed it in the prior two slides, but the MACD is bearish. The RSI continues to make lower highs, which is not good. It's definitely bearish. It's hitting the major level of resistance, so if it pops to 820, it's a great short opportunity tomorrow. Now, weekly technical picture for ISRG. As far as the weekly, guys, this stock is way overdue for a correction, and considering that a lot of healthcare stocks have been showing weaknesses at the tops, including stocks, for example, like Humana, as you can see, they're all setting a double top formation, and considering how bullish the market has been, so generally, healthcare stocks, they're sort of your getaway for, trying to avoid crashes and things like that. So when other stocks drop, typically healthcare stocks, they perform quite well. But when the market is rallying higher, okay, yes, for a little bit, they can go in, correlation with the market higher. But overall, I mean, there's no reason to be buying healthcare stocks right here, right now, and therefore we can get a pretty decent sell-off as we're showing multi-top formation, Medtronic's multi-top formation. It's stalling. Guys, this is a great entry for shorting some of these things. RMD, a multi-top formation. I mean, these stocks are at the top showing substantial deterioration in the technical. So basically, guys, it's an easy trade. Anybody can partake in it. You can buy some ahead of the earnings. You definitely want to short it tomorrow. So don't miss out on this quick and easy trade. Now, bullish S&P 500 conditions are actually highly bearish for this particular stock. It typically has got a little bit of a negative correlation going with the rest of the market. And so short to top, guys, short to bounces, short to top in this thing. Again, we're calculating DTR daily trading range on this thing to be anywhere from about 45 to $65 potentially between right now and tomorrow evening going into Monday. So with that said, guys, click the link below if you'd like to know more about some of the upcoming trades we're looking to partake. Schedule a 20-minute coaching call, take your trading skills to the next level. With that said, I'll catch you guys on the next trade soon. Let's rock. Oh, Brandon's going to post a video on IBM. Don't miss that. One's coming at you shortly. Let's roll.